Whisper Crafts. I am using some little I am going to recycle. Let me start it off again. I'm going to recycle these little water packet boxes into little trifolds that are going to go into the botanical plant, flower, gardening, herbal junk journal I'm working on. These are so cute, and I keep them to make, excuse me, instead of using so many of the foam pop-ups on my cards that I make, I punch out the same size of my cutouts and glue them together. So glue a couple of them together so they stand out on cards when they go through the mail, so they don't get all smashed, because it's really, really hard to smash something that is already flat. So a couple of those, and put another piece of cardstock on top of it. But I have so many of them, and I wanted to make some little trifold things. So let's just go ahead and get started. Today I'm going to use Distressed Ink, the Modelon Tim Holtz, Memento Potter's Clay, Memento's Rhubarb Stalk. And of course, I'm going to need ribbon to tie the little trifolds together. Pink, and this is kind of a wine, or I think a wine color, and a mustard color. And these, I got them at the Dollar Tree. I love the ribbon because it has the little ridges in it. It's a really durable ribbon. Nice ribbon. Great price. And the green. Awesome. So first I'm going to start off and just going to take it apart. Get my little pokey tool. It's not actually at all, it's just a pokey tool. And I do have two sizes today I'm working with. The generic brand of the little water packets, it is exact, but I have to kind of adjust this one. So, no big deal. And let's see, where's the other? Just break it down, just like you would in any other box. That little piece just bothers me. You don't have to take it off. It's just me. So I'm going to start out with cutting this little piece off here. That seems to be the least amount of work to get the end result I'm going for. Don't need that piece. So what I'm working with today, I'm going to need 5 inches this way, 4 1/4 inches this way. So we'll just go ahead and start. I just go ahead and start at the beginning and just take off that top part. And let me make sure, let me look at my measurements. 4 1/4, yes. Let's go with 4 1/4. And you can keep these little things to make pockets if you want to on these. I'm just not going to do that today. So I'm going to start out with here. I need 5 inches. So the back is what part is going to come off. So I want the front part mostly. So let's go ahead and do 5 inches. There's my little back piece, and I will save that for something else. Excuse me. So there's 5 inches by 4 1/4. And what we need to do to start out doing is, see, because those obviously won't meet. So we want it to be a trifold. So we're going to go in, let's see, score at 1 1/4. Let me get that cut out of the way. So let's see, 1 1/4, 1 1/4. start my fold. Because I know me, I'll get mixed up, get going really quickly. Fold that down. There's our 1 1/4 for that side. And then let's do 1 1/4 for this side. Go ahead and fold that also. Pardon me. There we go. Perfect. Got those pretty straight. This is slick paper, and I have found that, of course my hair is, open my scissors up and just rough it up a bit so the glue sticks to it better. You may not have that problem, but I seem to always have that problem with the paper that's a little slicker. So I just rough it up a little bit. There, that looks good. So what we need now is cover to cover that up. So we need 5 inches. I'm gonna go ahead and cut off the 4 1/4 first. 4. And this is adhesive paper that I have had forever. It's not very sticky anymore. So I thought this would be a good project to get this used up. That's 4 1/4. So we need this to be 5 inches. Now, just go here. Pardon me. Where was my measurement at? There it is. Right there. And it's really thick paper, so if you had something thinner, it wouldn't be such a big deal to try and get it to fold correctly. And I'm not too worried that it's perfect or anything like that. Well, a little bit more perfect than that was. It's okay if there's a little gap because we're going to put some little eyelets in there. Hold that really firmly. There. So this will wrap around here like that. So close and close. See? Just like that. It's going to use up this scrap paper that I have there. Just perfectly awesome. Just not to take too much time from the camera, I am going to go ahead and pick up the one that I already have that's glued onto it. See, it's really nice, glued on. I'm just using up these papers that I have. Very nice. And you'll need something to glue on the inside. This is 5 inches by 4 1/4. You'll need a piece to glue on the inside, and one to go on the right, and one to go on the left. So 1 1/4 inches for the side flaps, same thing that you scored it at, and then 2.5 for the centerpiece. And they'll all be 4 1/4 in length or height, however you want to say that. But before I glue these on, I want to, because whenever you fold it up like that, it seems to, you can see that brown part, and that is not what I want. So I'm going to ink this up real quick with green, just a little bit. Fold that backwards. So a little bit of green in there. I'm going to go to the edges with it. That way, if there's any overhang, it'll be covered in green. I know this takes a bit of time, but I like the end result. Because after you glue those sheets on, you can't go back, and you could, I guess, but I just like to do it before, so it's done. Edges. Okay, let's see, that's pretty good. You can always go back later and get the edges more if you want. That looks pretty good. There we go. Very nice, very nice. Get this. Where's my lid? Oh, there it is. I might need that again, so I might just leave it right there. So I'm going to go ahead and put some glue on here. I'm going to use the Tombow. I just call it Tombow with, this was aqua, but I just call it Tombow with the blue lid, Tombow with the green lid. Just how I know when I go shopping which one I need to get. I didn't use this until I saw it on someone else's video, and it seems to work better for just actual paper than does the other green cap. Just put a little bit in the middle. Go ahead and stick it on the center. Press it down a little. I don't mind if it's not all the way to the top or bottom, because see, I did the green, a little bit of green on there, so it's all good. But I'd be sure and put a R and an L, because I did have to trim one of them down a little bit. That way, when I go back to put it on, I don't put the wrong one on and go back and retrim and retrim. So this way, it's already done. Tiny bit in the middle. Just make sure I got it all over. This is the right side, but it's close to the outer edge. You can, oops. So you can still see a bit of that brown in there, but it'll be right for now. I'm not too picky about it. Awesome. Now let's do the left one real quick. This glue sticks on everything. It's really good, except for painter's tape. It does not stick to painter's tape. It will peel right off. Just for future reference. I would have never dreamed that something it wouldn't stick to. Go ahead and put it to the edges. Okay, just fold them in. It's not super tight, don't press super hard, just so that it will adhere. Excuse me. That one's just a bit on the long side there. Just trim it off. looks good. A bit more here. Bit more tan showing that I want to show. There we go. Get those little edges. Just looks all scruffy, and I like it. Like something you would have out in the garden. That's cute. And it folds together just like that. And what we need to do, this is 4 1/4, so we want to go down at 2 1/8 so that we will have the marking for our brads or fasteners, whichever you choose to call it. Put the lid on here. Where's my silver? Here it is. So we want it to be at you can put yours wherever you want. I'm going to put it kind of in the middle. 4 1/4, so 2 1/8 would be the middle. I just mark it a little bit. There we go. And this one's not all the way dry, and I don't want to get all that glue in my hole punch and stuff. So I'm going to switch over to one that's already dry. And this one is the pink one. It's already dry. Looks nice and scruffy. Nice and vintage. I'm not sure. I'm not a vintage expert, but I like the way it looks. I'll get my little handy dandy hole punch here. I just line it up, go a little ways in. I'm not super precise about anything. I'm all about just having fun with it. I do kind of want them to be even there. Yeah, that looks fine. That'll work. Pardon me. There. Now let's get our little eyelet put in there. And this flat part goes on this side. I did it wrong earlier. I don't know what I was thinking. Hopefully this is the right way. Squeeze it, turn it. Let's see, make sure we did it correctly. Awesome. Perfect, perfect. Let's do it again. Well, there we go. Oops, it's kind of way close to the edge, but I think we'll be all right. It'll hold it in there. It will be just fine. Oops. Just put lotion on my hands too earlier, so my hand just slips right off of that. There. That's okay. See, it's close to the edge, but it'll be just fine. Just fine. So I've already cut my ribbon, and I cut my ribbon to 20 inches. I think, let's see, I did 22, excuse me, 22 inches on the ribbon. And all I do is find the middle on that, on the back, and then just go to the back right here. Just hold it down a minute. Yeah, that's pretty even. Just kind of hold it in place a little bit till you get the first one in there. And you can use whatever you want, yarn, ribbon, you can use whatever size eyelet you want. This just happens to be the only size I have, so that's the one I'm going with right now. Just feed it through. That side and go back and do this side the same way. I'm doing it this way so when I I can untie it and open it up, not have to take the ribbons out of the eyelets. You can do it however you want to. Okay, see how I did that? Did it from the back and went in, so that whenever you tie it, it's inside there. Just hold it a little bit and pull these through and tie your bow. Now, I'm not the bow professional here. You can also cut these to be shorter if you want to. That one seems to be kind of cattywampus all up there. There we go. That's really cute. So I made this one, and I made this one. This ribbon is like 24, 26 inches, but I like it that way because if you want to put a gift card in there, it looks so much more gifty, I think, if that makes any sense. But it's really pretty bright green on the inside. And I would just put on the back of it, I would just put, just roll a piece of tape up and just stick it on the back, just so it will stay in there for a little bit till they open it. But that's cute. And then there's this one. And then I will have those other two that I'm making. I'll have 5 when I get finished. I just don't want to keep you too long. And this one, the seam's busted, so I just took some of the scraps from the other ones I cut and just glued them on the sides, and I think that looks really cute. But this one I'm especially using in my junk journal. All these little bitty pieces of little notes. Little cardstock that has little note and line things on them. Really cute. I thought, well, I'll just cut all that up. Information, plant information. Just cut all those up, and they'll look really cute in there. But be sure and cut them so they're almost, you know, as wide as possible to fit in here. That way they'll stay put. But I'm going to be putting these in an envelope, like a clear envelope. So it won't really matter because they will stay in place. But you just pull it down and then pull your ribbon through and tie your bow. There we go. They're really cute. I like them. I'm really happy with them. And let's see. We started out with that box. And this is what we ended up with. Really cute. I hope you like them. Hope it wasn't too fiddly of a project. Thank you for watching Black Whisper Crafts.